Hello friends! Jessica from Paper Terrace is hosting a Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge, and I thought this year it would be fun to participate. So I made a quick trip into a nearby Dollar Tree, and here's just a few things that I found. I didn't have a lot at this particular Dollar Tree, but I do have some Dollar Tree items on hand, so I'll be using them as well. I'll show you everything I picked up and everything I plan to use in just a moment. I'm really excited about doing this junk journal challenge with Jessica from Paper Terrace. It's been quite a while since I've made a complete junk journal, so this is really exciting. So one of the first things I saw when I went in today to Dollar Tree was this calendar. It's just called Country Living. It has this beautiful image here on the front with this truck, and then it's got this cow on here, and it's a monthly planner thing, so I'll probably tuck that in to the journal as well. But let me flip over here on the back and pull this. Oops, sorry about that glare. I haven't pulled this out of the plastic yet, but it's got so many pretty images on it. So I'm excited to dig into that and use of course, this is going to be too big for what I'm doing, but I can use partial images off of it and cut it up. So that's exciting. So let me set that to the side. And then I want to show you these two next. So this particular journal is going to be for me. And what I'm planning to make it for is when I'm watching lots of YouTube videos, I'm always jotting down on these little white pieces of paper that I have laying down. Like when I get inspired for something, I'll write down, what it was and the measurements, sometimes a little drawn picture on there. And then I end up having lots of these little white sheets laying around everywhere, and then I try to find them. But anyhow, this is going to be my YouTube journal of inspirational ideas where I can write the measurements and stuff in. So I wanted to find something that I could have lots of lines in. And I found this pretty. It's just a journal itself. Of course, I'm going to turn it into make this all my own, but it's got little scriptures and stuff in it. But I love the fact that it had the lined paper, and that's what it's full of, just lots of lines, and then it's got scripture at the top, which I absolutely love. And so this is really going to be fun to work with. And I thought this pinkish colors that are in here kind of went with the tone of this. Kind of all of this I kind of went with kind of some neutral pastel-y colors, which is what I always kind of lean to anyway. And so I'm excited about that. And then I found this book too. If you end up being out looking, I thought this would really fit in to the theme of this. This book itself is just titled Great Things Take Time, but on the inside it has all kinds of encouraging little quotes in it. Never give up, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is just a stepping stone to success. All kinds of inspirational things. And the reason I wanted to include this in this journal for my YouTube Inspirationals, because I finally got monetized on here, and that's in great part thanks to all of you for watching the videos. But I started, oh my goodness, there's been many times in the past that I've kind of started and I'm like, this isn't going to go anywhere. I'm not going to keep doing it. And then another couple years would go by and I'd put another video up. But then a little over a year ago, I decided I am just going to keep plugging at this and try to put a video up every week, and we'll just see what happens. And so finally, I got monetized, and I'm so excited about that. So this is going to be a fun journal for me to do, and this book happened to just be at the right place at the right time. With perseverance, and don't quit just because something becomes too hard. So making videos for a whole entire year and never seeing any profit from it is a little bit hard and discouraging. And now that I'm starting to see just a little bit of fruit of all the work, it's amazing. So thanks in part to all of you guys. But anyhow, I'm going to use those two are the big inspirational things in there for me. And then I'm also going to be adding in, Dollar Tree had these envelopes and cards in there. They're in the craft cardstock kind of thing. So I'm going to be using that in there as well. Let's see. And then, of course, some craft tags. And I liked these because it also had this jute twine in there. And so I want to incorporate that. And then I'm going to use this lacy ribbon as well. And then I'm down. So then I'm down to this. I needed this for some Christmas tags that I'm working on. I just needed this as a little pop-up part. So I already got into that. I just popped it back in there. But I thought, well, shoot, I'll just use this too, since it's from Dollar Tree. And then lastly, and they didn't have any cardstock there today, so I just ended up getting the 6-file folder. Like I said, it was in the pastel color, so it's going to be perfect to be able to cut these down. And I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided if I'm going to use this to build on and make it a little bit, you know, taller and longer, or if I'll use this as my cover and you know, be redoing it. But to use that and then maybe use 3-ring binders in it, I'm just not sure yet. I'm gonna have to think on it some more. I'll probably end up using this as my size, but for sure I'm excited to do all that. So in Paper Terrace's challenge, she said to use any other Dollar Tree items you already have on hand, and I love that. I didn't want to spend $30 or $40 on just one journal, which of course I'll use pieces and parts from it for other things, but I liked the idea of using what I already had on hand. And I did have this, it's all from Dollar Tree, the Crafter Square. This has some butterflies and some other things in, which will kind of go with my country theme. And then I did have this vinyl paper. It's a pretty silvery sparkly, so I'll probably end up using that in there somewhere. And then, of course, I always have my index cards from there on hand. I use those quite a bit lately. This one had some pastel colors in it, so that'll be nice for this. And then my bigger index cards. And then lastly, I've had this paper pack for a while that I will probably end up using some parts out of that to make some, to help decorate as well. So those are all the things that I have. It ends up with other things that I already had on hand. It's a nice big pile. So I am excited. She gave us some leniency to use whatever else we have, but you know, just mainly trying to stick with Dollar Tree things. I probably am also going to use, I've got a pile of scraps, a huge pile of just little pieces and parts that I'm going to incorporate in mine just because they're there and they're free. So I will do that as well. But this is what I'm going to be working on in the near future. So come back and see how it ends up turning out. I'm going to leave Paper Terrace's YouTube channel down in the description. So if this is something you're interested in following along, be sure and go check her out, or go check her out anyway. Everyone probably already knows who she is, but if you haven't, she's amazing. So we'll see you next time. Bye.